takes a good first touch forward, he's in on goal.
Dani Alves tasked with taking the corner. 11 headed goals from Barcelona in this campaign. They've become experts in that regard. There's Pedri. Jordi Alba. Interesting that Pedri has been given the nod. There was a strong feeling that he would be rested out of necessity, but it's 6 Liga starts in 7 for the youngster, Dani Alves. Anything but a youngster, of course. Serving Barcelona well, having returned to the club. Getting an early possession for the Blaugrana, as we anticipated. It's Dani Alves to switch the point of attack. Gavi, Torres. So what the idea was to spring Jordi Alba.
You mentioned Osasuna and what their tactical approach may be today. From their perspective, it's going to be real important to see what the role of John Moncayola is in the midfield. Usually a guy that can play in an advanced role, can be a link-up player between the midfield and the front line. If he's playing alongside Lucas Torró as a double pivot, then that gives you an idea as to what the approach is from Arrasate. We're going to absorb a lot of pressure, we're going to cut out some passing lanes and try and frustrate Barcelona.
Not normally the deepest sitting team in the Primera, not by a long chalk. To try to have possession inside the opposition half, of course, that can go out the window when you're playing Barcelona. Dani Alves just dallying on the ball. Ruben Garcia took it away from him. The lead striker is Quique Garcia. Used to be the captain of Eibar, relegated with them. Osasuna without Jimmy Avila because of suspension.
Yo creo que está aquí delante.
Quique Garcia is the zone in the middle of the
Por
attack.
Sí. Sí.
Quique Garcia to get the break of it. There's Eric Garcia for Barcelona, being hounded by Javi Martinez, the youngster, in the first 9 minutes of this contest here at
¿Sabes dónde está el Sergi Barjuan? No lo he visto.
Está ahí de espalda. Delante de
Ah, vale, ya lo veo. Gracias.
Aquest no, que?
Yo creo que está aquí delante.
Mira,
Por debajo.
en el primer rovellada.
Sí.
Ah, vale.
Sí.
Test, no? Sí.
que no está, ¿verdad?
¿Y esta vida de la cuota? ¿Y esta? Sí, la cuota. Está sin sacar así. ¿no?
Con el moño sí.
Bueno, a veure què fan. Els rondos una darrere l'altra, perquè no es pillen bé. Passen els rondos una darrere l'altra perquè no hi ha un batut de 2 punts o no...
Sergio Roberto tampoco está. No está, ¿verdad? Yo no
está, no.
Están darrere,
Todos los buenos están detrás, es una putada. Y además no se ve una mierda. Porque claro, tienes a los otros delante que te van dando por culo. Y están todos detrás, ¿eh? A mí los que me han pedido están detrás.
El Puig tampoc el trobaràs.
Bueno, comparat amb l'objectiu és Maradona.
Es una putada, los laterales es que no hay manera de hacerlo.
Es que no hi ha manera.
No, porque queda fatal.
Els de darrere són impossibles de trobar.
Jo estic fent Gavi i Riqui Puig.
Y encima Riqui Puig, con lo pequeño que es, ni coña.
De fet, estan al darrere.
Sí. Ah, vale, que sí, és impossible.
Es imposible, hay dos rondos.
O sigui,
Quin gran entrenament estan fent.
sí,
Que hasta el entrenador está escondido.
Si recupera Fenty, Araujo y gran Araujo que suelta no sé, pero bueno, como a mí no te me diría que entraba
¿Sabes dónde está el Sergi Barcelona? No lo he visto.
Está ahí de espalda. Delante de Jong.
Ah, vale, ya lo veo. Gracias.
El Sergi,
Romania justa, la gent que se'n
principio non pare.
Guarda per afferrato.
Ripeto quello. Aquest no, que?
Sí.
Yo creo que está aquí delante,
Sí, sí, mira,
por debajo.
en el primer rovellada.
Sí.
Ah, vale.
Sí.
Sheer quality from Dembélé. How many assists was it, Jamie Easton, for Ousmane Dembélé? There's one more now.
It was 6, now is his 7th assist, and he equalises Jordi Alba as the top assist player in Barcelona this season in La Liga.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang making it 3-0 to Barcelona on 26 minutes, doing a little dance with Dani Alves. How many times have we seen that over the years from the Brazilian? Just look at the quality of the delivery from Ousmane Dembélé. And for a striker, that's the bread and butter finish. It's not easy, still had work to do.
Absolutely. The movement from Aubameyang is great, but you know, Dembélé, he can take you on, but he doesn't need to if he can cross the ball with both feet. But I think the Barcelona, they're destroying Osasuna on the right-hand side. You know, Cote, you know, he was on his own there against Ousmane Dembélé. Ruben Garcia has tried to help him in the opening minutes, but you know, I was going to say that I'm surprised that Yagoba keeps that shape, because obviously in a 4-5-1, Javi Martinez could actually help the midfielders, you know, to stop Barcelona. It's kind of strange what he's gone for, and Barca setting them apart here. I think Alves, Pedri and Dembélé, they're controlling the game.
Good advantage played there by the referee. It's Dembélé again. Very nearly linking up with Alves. Just flicked back by Javi Martinez. There's Martinez again, wide to Iker Benito. On the edge of the box, good work. Oh, and there's the offside flag, but it's the first chance, if you like, for the visitors. There you can see Moncayola just offside. But at least getting a shot off.
Yeah, exactly. At least getting, you know, into the opposite half and creating some sort of problems to Barca. But
still Barcelona coming again. Ferran Torres. Gavi offering support. He wins a throw. Unable to get past Nacho Vidal.
if you look at the body language from Osasuna players, everyone looking at each other. What should we do? What should we do really to stop Barca? You know, they don't really know what to do, how to do it.
Jordi Alba with the throw. Gavi back to Eric Garcia. Gavi again. This time he selects Gerard Piqué as the recipient. Side to Ferran Torres. Nearly linking up again. Gavi wins it back, and it should be 4. Aubameyang just scooping it wide.
Well,
but an offside.
But he came from an Osasuna player, so
there's the 360-degree view of the opening goal for Torres' penalty, brought to you by Live Score. And that's Pedri with excellent anticipation, finding Dembélé. A lovely reception of the ball there from Pedri. Alba. And here's Ferran Torres. No wonder those Osasuna players look a little bewildered. It's a good block on this occasion by Garcia.
And again, a run from Pedri into the box. The pass was really good from Ferran Torres. And they have the ball again. You know, Osasuna can get out of there. They can't really, have a sequence of passes where they can get a breathe on, really, Simon, because they're constantly under pressure.
It's all one-way traffic, that's for sure. But they win a free kick. Sergio Busquets bringing down young Iker Benito. Only played a handful of minutes ahead of being selected to start tonight's game. He played against Celta and against Sevilla, coming off the bench earlier this season. It's a bit of a baptism of fire from out there tonight. Chase for Kotick. Keeps it in play. Alves is with him. Played back by Martinez. Moncoyola's attempted pass to Benito is blocked. And the ball rolling gently through to Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
I think that probably Yagoba prepared the game to attack Dani Alves. So that's why Cote is playing alongside Ruben Garcia, but he probably knew as well that he could lose the game there. And this is exactly what's happening in the opening minutes. For the first time, Cote has been able to run at Dani Alves. Nothing's come out of it, but that was probably Osasuna's idea of hurting Barcelona tonight.
Juan Cruz playing the ball out. Garcia finding Garcia. And, you can tell how much the fans enjoy that short, sharp, first touch passing movement.
The thing is that you train that, Simon, and it comes out naturally then on the pitch, because you find those lines of passes, there's triangles where, everyone is well positioned, and obviously the quality does the rest.
Dembélé. Side to Alba, Pedri, Busquets, Dembélé. Can't get there. And Cruz wins a throw-in.
I love to see Busquets. He just gives one bad ball, away per half, really, and he's just so frustrated with himself.
And Dembélé was gesticulating there after that one had gone out for a throw. Not quite sure who to, as Moncoyola with a good ball. And here's an opportunity. And Quique Garcia looks rather scathingly at the youngster Benito, as if to say, look, I'm the veteran here. You square that to me, was in a lot of space. But I think Iker Benito probably took the right decision. Just unfortunately for him, he lost his footing.
Yeah, obviously he's had to run a lot in this opening 33 minutes. Once he had a chance to go at Jordi Alba, he went for it, obviously on his weaker left foot. But I'll tell you, when you're young, and you're playing alongside experienced players like Quique, it's always a good idea to give him the ball.
Jordi Alba picks out Gerard Piqué. Pedri gets it back from Busquets, finds Eric Garcia. Alba again. It's Ferran. Alves out to Dembélé. Gets the return from Pedri. Alves. Dembele again. Oh, that's an audacious ball.
What a ball that is.
And it could so easily have ended up as a Juan Cruz own goal, because he had to go there knowing that Dembele was lurking.
It's true that obviously Osasuna defending too deep there. You know, yeah, but they kind of forced to do it, and the quality that you need to put that ball where Dembele did is crazy. But obviously we know how good it is.
And gaining in confidence all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
although he never really looks lacking in confidence, you have to say. But he
looks more
must
involved.
help him.
Yeah, and he looks more involved in what Barcelona are trying to do. It looks like, I don't know, he's a different player.
Well, battling to hold on to possession, failing to do so, but winning a throw-in for Barcelona, which Alves will take. Eric Garcia finds Jordi Alba. Alba looking for the connection with Ferran Torres. It's headed clear.
But again, you see a long ball from Jordi Alba and looking for the run of Pedri. The midfielders, when they get the ball, and look to the other side and switch play. So they're not scared of doing that. Look at this.
Busquets over the top to Dembele, and he failed to bring it down. And for a moment then, Osasuna, having lost possession in the Barca half, were caught flat-footed. Busquets was well aware of that, of course. As we see the second goal, just a 10.3% goal probability of Ferran sticking that one away, which just goes to show, I think, how difficult that chance was. He made it look really easy, though, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you know, when you go 1v1 against the goalkeeper, that in order to make himself bigger, they tend to open their legs. But you need to be, you know, spot on at choosing the right time to obviously finish, and this is exactly what Ferran did. As we see Barca being, you know, more like the Barca we saw with Luis Enrique at times. You know, when they get the ball back, the quick in transitions, they do play those long balls, they're more direct, you know, with the pace they've got up front. So when they have to combine, they do, but they don't overplay.
Cote can't see a way forward, plays it back to Herrera. David Garcia, it's out Nacho Vidal.
Here on the sideline, Xavi Hernandez is continuously giving instructions to his players, clapping his hands. On the other hand, Arrasate, he's not even moving, hands in his pockets, looking down. It's quite disappointing performance for his side at the moment.
Well, they're 3-0 down and have been since before the half-hour mark, so I think quite disappointing is an understatement, really. Here's Moncayola. Now Cote. Lucas Toro just managing to keep hold of that. Moncayola plays it back to Herrera under pressure from Aubameyang. Finds Garcia. Lucas Toro.
Now it's Barca, you know, letting Osasuna play a little bit. It's about game management.
Busquets winning that one back, but with a foul on Ruben Garcia in the process. Free kick to Osasuna. Just raising the boot slightly there. Not too much in it. And there's the gesture of Jacob Arrasate that Jamie was describing. Looking like a stern schoolteacher, which of course he is. Sergio Herrera with the clearance. Well, the flag stayed down, but now goes up.
Obviously, nothing's working for Osasuna, and I think that the main problem is when they don't have the ball, which is most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Ruben Garcia just drifting narrowly offside, not a lot in it.
You know, but you can see that yes, Iker Benito is kind of forced to make it a back five, but in midfield they do have a problem. Gerard Piqué.
And also unusual to see that Barcelona have covered more ground than Osasuna, although there wasn't much in it. You'd expect an Osasuna side playing here to be leading on that stat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. But
especially not having had the ball much.
The thing is that Barcelona are running while they're enjoying themselves.
True. Dembele, supported outside him by Alves, instead picks up Piqué. Dembele again. Must be feeling important tonight because everything's going through him, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's Pedri.
I think that, you know, Jagoa thought he could win the game down the left. Well, Xavi thought the same with his right side.
Oh, Pedri cuts it back superbly, and Ferran unleashes one. Off target, just too high. Nobody's going to complain too much about him electing to shoot from there.
No, not in the sort of form he's on tonight.
I'm surprised to see Barcelona have apparently made more attacks down the left than down the right. It doesn't feel that way, does it?
Yeah, obviously they probably count the finish from Ferran, but it all started down the right with Dembele, Pedri and Dani Alves. You know, Dembele playing that through ball to Ferran, but you know, it's true that they kind of attracting Osasuna on this right-hand side and then try and surprise on the other side. So, as minutes ago, we saw the first run from Jordi Alba, and Busquets decided not to give him the ball. But you know, it's good when you reach a point in your career, and Alba now is so experienced that he can't really manage himself. You know, in this first half, he doesn't need to be running that much because Ferran is doing the job. You know, as the game goes on, in the second 45 minutes, we'll probably see more in attack.
Well, just as you were saying that, we saw that run from Ferran cutting inside from the left flank.
Ferran's runs and movements are great, Simon. You know, he's not a striker, he's not a number 9, of course, but he's not that typical winger either.
Yeah.
You know, he always makes the right runs, he always finds himself into good positions. And he's got goals in him, so that's his biggest advantage with Adama, for example.
Well, here he is once more. Plays it back to Eric Garcia. Now Alba. Busquets. A lovely touch from Pedri.
And again, Ferran was in the box.
Yeah.
You know, starting from the left, but you know, first touch football, difficult to defend.
It was well defended in the end, and here's Benito. Takes a tumble. Play allowed to continue. He's quick to get back to his feet as Eric Garcia squares it to Gerard Piqué. Now Busquets. Alba. Gavi picking out Aubameyang. Gets into the area. Step over. Cuts it back square. Pedri is an unbelievable footballer.
He is.
Didn't quite come off on that occasion.
But you can see that he is a great passer of the ball, even in the box. Just tried to give back to Aubameyang, as we see Alba's goal. You know, the cross from Dembele, the movement for Aubameyang. This is what a number 9 should do, always go to the near post.
Sergio Herrera with the long clearance, just over a minute and a half to go of what, for Osasuna, seemed like a form of purgatory in the first half, because they know they've got another 45 minutes to come after the break.
Yeah, and sometimes you go at half-time thinking, well, it can't get any worse than that. Well, I wouldn't be too sure, seeing the way Barca is playing tonight.
Gerard Piqué on the ball. Alba. Busquets. And there's that one pass that you allowed him to misplace per half.
Yeah.
There's long clearance. Piqué underneath it. Martinez complaining that he was pushed from behind. Gerard Piqué disagrees with the decision. Benito back to Nacho Vidal. It's Garcia. Juan Cruz to Cote. Dembele blocking his progress. Conte again. And Barcelona win it back. A lovely back healer from Dembele to Busquets. Jordi Alba. Dembele. Now Pedri. Jordi Alba. Gavi.
Now it looks like if Ruben Garcia's gone in midfield and Javi Martinez keeps his position up front, like a 5-3-2 for Osasuna. But, you know, a first half where the home side have dominated from the first minute to the last one, with this man on fire, Ferran Torres as well. You know, 3-0 for Barcelona, it could have been more. So let's see what Osasuna can do to change the fortunes of this game for them.
Well, you got the impression that after the third goal, Barcelona took the foot off the accelerator a little bit. That won't be too much. That won't help the Osasuna mindset too much as they head back into the tunnel, because there's 45 minutes and more to come from the Camp Nou, where the half-time score, as you can see, Barcelona 3, Osasuna 0. We'll be back in 12 minutes time.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing. not a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
In a 1v1, you know, Dembele up against Juan Cruz. You can see now that the Cote is risking, so he's marking and pressing Dani Alves. So he's leaving Juan Cruz on open space against Dembele. That could be deadly.
Ferran Torres, the by-goal scorer in the first half. The third goal scored by Aubameyang. First goal a penalty. Second two both assisted by Ousmane Dembele. And there's Eric Garcia falling asleep a little bit. Gerard Piqué was there to cover and just clipped the ball off the toes of Kike Garcia. She played over the top. Herrera out quickly to clear. But the flag
and the first two
up for offside.
The first two Barcelona. Sorry, Simon. The first two Barcelona players warming up here on the sideline are Clement Lenglet and Memphis Depay.
Thanks, Jamie. It's Pedri picking out Eric Garcia, now Jordi Alba.
So I would expect Clement Lenglet to come on for Gerard Piqué, you know, to rest him a little bit if the game keeps going the way it's going at the minute for Barca. Obviously Memphis, who scored twice with two shots in the last two games, he needs minutes.
Clips over the top towards Garcia. Alba showing real calm and poise on the ball. Piqué not quite so much. And Ter Stegen forced out to make the block. And perhaps rather fortunate to get away with a goal kick.
Yeah, absolutely. Piqué just making a mess of it. Actually, maybe too relaxed. You can see the kind of stumbles. He doesn't know where the ball is. Javi Martinez with a chance.
Well saved by Ter Stegen, blocking off access to the goal at the near post there. Pedri looking round, hoping to hear a whistle for a free kick in his favour. It's not given, it's a throw to Osasuna. Nacho Vidal to put the ball back in play. It's too firm for Benito from Kike Garcia.
Obviously Barca haven't really started the second half as they did in the first one. And Osasuna, they're a bit more aggressive, you know, with and without the ball, as Busquets gives a fair ball away once again.
Torres back to Aridane.
And Aridane is an important player for Osasuna, as there's a chance here.
Aubameyang, it's really well defended by Vidal. I should say by Unai Garcia.
Wow.
Dembele. And it's a mixture of Herrera and Aridane who made the block.
Yeah, but Dembele is unstoppable, Simon.
Yeah, he's really on form tonight, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
It's Gavi for Barcelona. One lovely ball to Dembele. Just miscued it. Goes out for a goal kick.
Actually, you know, he takes on two Osasuna defenders and still gets past them. Finishes with his right foot. See, controlling in the box. He's got two players in front of him, so he doesn't really care. I think, yeah, maybe it's Sergio Herrera with the save. We see here. How can you stop that?
Well, certainly, Javi Martinez will be echoing your question, I think, in his mind.
And he was blocked by Aridane eventually. Aridane hadn't played for 19 games, Simon. He came on against Villarreal for the first time after a long injury. And, you know, he's an important player for Osasuna.
Ferran to Gavi. Back to Jordi Alba. It's a nice ball to Pedri. Pedri picking out Dembele in space. Dembele's cross first time. And Aubameyang on the half volley. On the half turn, going close to making it 4.
Well, now Dembele receives the ball. Wide, and he goes for a cross. You know, first touch cross with his right foot. Great ball into the penalty spot. Aubameyang, it's a great effort as well. You know, because he's unbalanced with his body, a little bit backwards, and you know, he keeps it low.
Long clearance from Herrera, won by Kike Garcia. Benito battling with Eric Garcia, who manages to get the ball back to Ter Stegen. Fails to connect with Jordi Alba. Conte cutting it back. It's Torres. Supported here by Vidal. Cross blocked by Ferran.
You see, Ter Stegen tried to play from the back straight to Dani Alves. Conte took a risk, did well. And Osasuna had a good chance because the cutback was perfect from Conte there.
Moncayola wins another throw for Osasuna, and there is a sense of more aggression from them since the restart.
Yeah, obviously, for me it was a harder speech for Xavi than for Yago Barrasate, really, because you know, how can you keep a team motivated when they've dominated the first half completely, winning 3-0? So that's hard. And for Yago, it was quite simple. You've been awful in the first half, so you basically have to change absolutely everything if you want to compete against this Barcelona. But you can see that it's a different Osasuna, different approach, more aggressive and with more intent.
Eric Garcia. Busquets back to Ter Stegen, and that's played out with poise. Gerard Piqué to Jordi Alba, to Dani Alves, I beg your pardon. That was a risky one from
That's a terrible
Alves.
ball. It's a terrible ball. A
Came
square
through
pass.
to Alba, who plays it over the top. It's collected by Pedri, and he showed desire to win it again. Aubameyang with a shot. Did that take a deflection?
Pedri did one special thing in the way he received the ball and where he did, and then he probably took the wrong decision giving the ball to Aubameyang. You know, when he could have just fixed Juan Cruz and gave the ball to Dembélé, so he was better positioned.
Just taking a slight deflection off Nacho Vidal.
That's a foul to me, because Eric doesn't touch the ball.
Garcia on. Iker Benito's having the baptism of fire out there tonight. Not the greatest of corners from Dani Alves. Pedri back to Eric Garcia. And that's a loose ball from him. There's Moncayola, dispossessed by Dembélé. Alves. Alba. Just dinks it over the top to Pedri. Now Dembélé. It's well defended by Juan Cruz.
Basically, Dembélé is showing us all of his range of passes. You know, those through balls with both feet, crosses with the left, crosses with the right, 2 assists. It's just, you know, the options that he can give to Barca are limited, really.
Free kick has been given to Barcelona. It's Dani Alves to take it. Everybody back for Osasuna. Played short to Pedri. A lovely ball through to Piqué.
Probably offside,
Flag up for offside.
Yeah, but
Piqué knows it. He'll be really disappointed not to see his name go up amongst
absolutely.
the goal scorers.
But he was probably surprised to find himself. Well, it was tighter than I thought.
Yeah, it was.
He did well by finishing, because obviously VR will look at it. It looks offside, but
There's a disappointed man. But keeping his calm, smile on his face. Herrera to put the ball back in play. Sends it long. It's won by Gavi. Such a little terrier of a player, Gavi.
yeah, he's a warrior. He just goes for every single ball.
Garcia back to Herrera. Quick to play it out to Alves. Lots of space for him to attack here. Can he choose the right option? Picks out Ousmane Dembélé. Now Pedri. Busquets. Alba. Gavi to Ferran. Busquets. Pedri's idea was so brilliant on the turn. And he wins that ball back as well. He's got Dembélé outside him. Dembélé with the right foot this time. Probably about the worst cross he's put in over the opening 56 minutes.
Yeah, it's the only wrong cross that Dembélé has kind of put in today. But Pedri, you know, showing his determination to get the ball back. You know, he kind of lost the ball because he went for the through ball when the best option was to play wide on the left. But just got it back, Pedri to Dembélé.
There's Juan Cruz under pressure, squares it to Aridani. Vidal puts it directly out. It's a Barcelona throw. As we see the Gerard
That was close.
Piqué
That was
offside. Very close indeed. Still shaking his head about it. When will that next goal come?
I'm sure he'll try and score. Obviously, probably if Lenglet is warming up, he thought that was his chance to be on the score sheet tonight.
Here is Piqué. Alves inside to Pedri, gets the return ball. Pedri again, caught by Moncayola. And then an opportunity on the break for Osasuna. Moncayola once more. Cock it back to him. Torres.
And Oscar Hernandez, Xavi Hernandez's assistant and brother, just called Clement Langley.
Long clearance from Herrera. Nice control from Jordi Alba. It's played back to Ter Stegen. Dinks it over the top. Return ball to Alba. He's nearly caught by Nacho Vidal. Here's Gavi. Ferran to Busquets. And he spots and picks out perfectly Dembélé. Dembélé into the area. Well, he tried to cut it back for Dani Alves, but Moncayola with the interception.
That's hierarchy, because it was Dani Alves. That's why he wanted to give him the ball. Otherwise, he could have gone for Cote, like he's doing now.
Dembélé again. Gets away from Cote. Cote does well. No, Dembélé very nearly linking with Ferran. Dani was well positioned to make the block. And Enrique Benito running at Gerard Piqué. Goes down. The referee is unmoved.
It looked to me like it was stripped. Iker Benito once he got past Gerard Piqué, maybe unintentionally, but
showing good character.
Yeah,
on his
absolutely,
debut.
yes.
It's Ferran Torres. Pauses. Picks out Busquets. Leaves it for Dembélé. Poor pass from him.
Dembélé was waiting for Ferran to make the movement behind, and obviously it didn't happen.
Okay, winning that convincingly. Here's Alves again. Eric Garcia. Jordi tells us that the Barca subs are just about ready, but if the ball doesn't go out, they're not going to have a chance of coming on. And the ball has been in play for some considerable time. Here's Eric Garcia. Busquets gets it back from Pedri. Picks out Alves. Here's Dembélé. Alba combining with Gavi. This is Ferran Torres. Ferran on a diagonal run. Dembélé. Alves making the run outside him. The cross takes a deflection. It's just about cleared by Unai Garcia. A chance maybe on the break.
Well done, Jordi Alba there.
Really did well to get back and intercept that ball before it found its way through to Torres.
It was probably the first time that Osasuna were able to break, you know, with options, really. The pass from Javi Martinez wasn't the right one. Actually, very tired Javi Martinez after 60 minutes already.
Gerard Piqué. Showing patience, Barcelona. Showing patience too, Clement Langley, as he waits. He could be there all night, Andrea.
Yeah, absolutely. Or probably ask one of his teammates to give a bad ball or just put it out of play, because he's desperate to be playing with Clement Langley.
Sure. It's Gavi.
Well, there is his chance. Probably Piqué will be coming out.
Yes, Piqué will be replaced, and Clement Langley will enjoy some minutes on the second half.
Gerard Piqué still can't get that disallowed goal out of his mind, I'm sure. And he gets the applause of the home fans and is replaced by Clement Langley. Also gets a fairly warm reception, which is nice to hear.
No, absolutely. He's a top professional. Simon never complains. Team player and a very good footballer. Obviously, he's had difficult times. He was playing through pain last season, most of the season. And let's be honest, he wasn't at his best, but
right. And I'm sure he'd be the first to recognise that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Comes the cross. That's really well headed out by Langley. It's a lovely through ball for Aubameyang, who stumbles, and Dani quick to take advantage.
He probably thought that the direction, the ball was going to keep going in the same direction, and because obviously it was given by his left foot from Gavi, kind of changed in the last split second and lost his foot there, Aubameyang. But what an opportunity. What a break again. You know, Barca more direct in their approach on the break.
Good work there from Nacho Vidal. Storming forward here. It's good work indeed by Gary. Now Dembele trying to get away from Juan Cruz and succeeding. Ferran Torres goes all the way himself. Really well defended by Unai.
Obviously, we're enjoying it now, Simon. You know, end-to-end stuff. Probably Xavi's not the happiest because he love to be controlling things more. Obviously, Osasuna had an opportunity on the break. Gavi and Pedri, that their transition was spectacular, especially Gavi. You know, they sent Dembele into attack. He's tired, of course, because he hasn't stopped running all night.
Maybe in terms of control is why Frenkie de Jong and Riqui Puig are warming up right now. He hasn't enjoyed many chances this season.
Longley square to Garcia. He gets it back from Dani Alves. Alba back to Gavi. Eric Garcia once more. Busquets, Alves. Pedri. Ferran just miscued his pass. And Osasuna win it back. Unai Garcia back to Herrera. Aubameyang goes into press. Gives it everything he's got. Nacho Vidal.
I think Aubameyang
will be.
Sorry.
It will be Jacob Arrasate who will make the next move because he just called Ante Budimir.
Just losing his footing there, Javi Martinez.
I was going to say, Simon, that Aubameyang is giving Barca a lot. You know, not only because we saw it there with that defensive tackle, you know, and his defensive work, but when Barca is on the ball, his movements are always right. You know, he beats the defenders when he has to. He drops deep when he needs to give an option to his teammates. You know, those runs, as in the first half of the goal to the near post. You know, his link-up play as well is really, really good. So he just hit the ground running since joining the club.
Clement Longley for Barcelona squares it to Eric Garcia. Pedri to Dembele. Jordi Alba. Good movement from Gavi. Lovely footwork too. And in the end, just running out of options.
Yeah, obviously he was asking Ferran to be a little bit, you know, further up, as we see Gavi. With his laces, this is the way he plays. It's crazy if you think about it, but
it's madness.
It's madness, yeah. But obviously we won't complain because he plays well, does he?
You'd think Barca could afford to have somebody to create some slip-ons for it. That's what we used to have until we learned how to tie our shoelaces. Which is the reason why he wears them undone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is Dembele. Alves. Well, the clearance comes to Ferran, who tries to curl one, but curls it over the top.
Looks tired, Ferran, to me.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
There's that wonderful change of direction from Dembele that was blocked by Aridani. Jamie.
The substitution was made. Benito has been replaced by Ante Budimir.
Well, I thought young Benito can be relatively satisfied with his performance, Sunday.
Absolutely. You know, he played before tonight 29 minutes in the top flight, so he gets 67 at the Camp Nou. And he's done well. Obviously, he had to work socks off in the first half following Jordi Alba. In the second half, he played as a second striker, but obviously he tried, you know, the opportunities he had, so he's done well. He can be happy with his performance.
Gavi for Barcelona. It's Eric Garcia. It's Dembele. Dembele once more. Langley finds Jordi Alba. Aubameyang. Dembele. Alves. Just seemed to lose patience there.
Yeah.
It's a firm challenge by Gavi to help win it back.
Yeah, absolutely. That first challenge is the reason why Busquets got it back. So
it looks as though Busquets has done himself some damage in the process, but he's walking relatively normally, so no major harm done. Ball still in play. Clement Langley has it. Here's Busquets.
And the two next players that will enter the pitch will be Memphis Depay and Riqui Puig. They were just called by Oscar Hernandez.
Oh, lovely return ball by Aubameyang. And the referee unmoved. Pedri with a smile on his face. He felt he was pulled down. It was a really well-worked combination.
yeah, once again, Aubameyang dropping deep, playing that ball into the run of Pedri. There wasn't enough contact there to give a penalty.
It's Dembele. Gets it back from Alves. Gets into the area, tries to shot. And it's a fine save from Sergio Herrera. That was struck really firmly, this time with the right foot. Another corner for Barcelona.
Gets the ball there. You know, he goes at defenders at full pace. Left, right, he doesn't really care, Dembele, because the quality is the same.
It's going to be Alves to take the resulting corner. And the shot, forcing another save from Jordi Alba. It was on target, it was awkward. Bouncing low. Herrera did well to block it. As we're about to move into the final 20 minutes of this, no change in the scoreline from half-time. Still Barcelona 3-0 to the good. Good work there from Vidal. And lovely work from Kike Garcia. And Osasuna win a corner. And that's good news for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you've got two players like Kike and Ante Budimir, plus Aridane, plus Unai Garcia.
It's going to be Roberto Torres to take it. Just a nice pack there on the inside of Joao Piquet's left thigh. As you can see, the majority of Osasuna's corners go to the near post. Roberto Torres repeating the manoeuvre. Dembele helping out, and first time from Jordi Alba. And that was an important ball to win for Javi Martinez.
Look at Dembele.
But
right,
Dembele
full pace again.
Followed by Aubameyang through the middle. He cuts it back. Oh, it's lovely work from Gavi. In the end, there's a wall of green shirts to block his progress. Torres.
It's fantastic, the close control of Gavi. You know, he was running, so the first touch is very difficult, but the ball just stayed really, really close to his feet.
Aridane. Vidal. Moncayola back to Unai Garcia and back to the keeper. They're clearing. Straight to Busquets though. Dani Alves tries a shot, doesn't catch it. And here's the moment that Jamie has prepared us for. It's Memphis Depay and Riqui Puig.
Alba's coming off and Pedri.
Well, Pedri has been superb once again. Aubameyang with another goal to his credit.
So let's see where Memphis is going to play. If he's going to be the number 9 or Ferran will be playing there.
And which side
For
are you on?
Osasuna, Javi Martinez has also been replaced by Darko Brasanac, which will be the last substitution by Arrasate tonight.
Thanks, Jamie. Darko Brasanac on for Javi Martinez. Andrea, which side of the debate are you on about the talents and future of Ricky Puig?
Well, I think that Simon, if he hasn't played with a few managers, you know, of course he has the talent, but the likes of Gavi, Nico, Pedri, they've just shown the different gravy. So you know, he's had his chances limited at Barcelona, and the best thing for his career is actually to move on and try somewhere else. Let's be honest. So he's playing now 20 minutes, and those minutes are important for him, but because the team is winning 3-0. So even with Xavi, when everyone expected Xavi to play more, it hasn't really happened for him.
Well, he's played in La Liga so far this season, 293 minutes, just the one start, 10 appearances on the bench, 9 times he's come off the bench onto the pitch.
And with Xavi? Do we know that? Probably
I haven't got time to do the math. I'll do it afterwards.
More with Koeman, Simon,
Probably,
which is surprising.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, this is the surprising thing.
Dani Alves with a cross. It's headed away by Unai Garcia. Roberto Torres flicks it on, but it's collected by Gavi. Jordi Alba. Ferran back to Alba. Gavi finds Eric Garcia. Now Alves. Dembele. You can sense the home fans just waiting for him to get it. Here is Puig. He wins a corner. Well, he's an optimist, isn't he? He'll still be thinking he can make an impact and convince Xavi.
Well, you can't really tell him that he hasn't tried, you know, at Barca, because he's had chances to leave.
Ball for Dembele to Ricky Puig.
Well, there you go.
The shot was on target. Puig follows through and makes it 4-0.
Well done to Ricky. Fair play.
Absolutely, and look what it means to him. And it is a fabulous goal to score as well. A real individual effort, starting with the shot. Jordi Alba senses how important it is for the youngster. So does Busquets, and so do the fans. Big smile on his face. And that's what you expect from a top professional footballer, isn't it, Andrea?
Yeah.
That everybody knows how tough it's been for him. It's not the greatest pieces of goalkeeping from Herrera when he saves it. Kind of spills it. It's Dembele's. I don't know if that counts as an assist. I guess it doesn't, unfortunately for him. But he's quick to get onto it. Keeps.
I mean, it's actually a great goal.
Absolutely calm.
Yeah, it's a great goal. Great goal. Showing composure.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you get on the rebound after your shot's been saved, you take it round the keeper, and then you miss it.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you try to take it with a.
Well, I mean, he's got his detractors, hasn't he, in the entorno, as they call it, surrounding Barcelona. But give him his due. That's really good news for him. Probably good news for the club as well, if they are thinking eventually of selling him.
Yep.
And great news for him as an individual as well. That's a fabulous goal. And you get to a stage in a game where you've taken the lead so early, and the lead is such an important lead, and the players are out there maybe thinking of those 2 big games coming up next week. Think, okay, foot off the accelerator, as we mentioned at half-time, a little bit, but a player like Puig comes on, really needing to prove himself, and prove himself he just has.
Absolutely. And I think about Luke de Jong, for example, if he has to come on, or the likes of Brathwaite, who hasn't played all season.
Good comparisons.
These are the players that are gonna try and impress, and obviously change the rhythm and dynamic of the game.
Well, Andrea, Martin Brathwaite will be the next one entering the pitch together with Oscar Mingueza. It's rotation time for Xavi Hernandez.
Well, Andrea will just give him time to put his crystal ball back in his pocket. It's all changed for Xavi Hernandez, and quite right too. That one's played over the top to Memphis. It's a spectacular effort, but really well read by Sergio Herrera, and I suspect the flag was up, was it?
I thought he was offside. Obviously, you see the movement from Memphis. He wasn't offside. No. The ball from Dani Alves again. It's just spectacular. He can't really jump there, Memphis Depay, but a good effort. And he's another one that wants to press, Simon.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things Xavi has in this squad. A lot of players who are big players, but know they're fighting for the place every time they get a few minutes out on the pitch. And if Xavi can manage that situation, then it's a big plus for him and for Barca. His Memphis, this time clearly offside. So, Mingueza and Brathwaite. Ferran Torres is to be replaced. 4 shots, 2 goals.
Yep.
A standing ovation. And every time he seems to just fit in a little bit more, doesn't he? As for Martin Brathwaite, we haven't seen too much of him, so much so that every time we do see him, it's tough to recognise him because he's changed his hairstyle.
Well, obviously, Martin Brathwaite is, if you call Riqui Puig an optimist player, an enthusiastic player, I think that Martin Brathwaite is absolutely the same.
Absolutely.
The top pro who gives it all, and I'm sure he's going to be running for the last minutes of the game and try to create all sorts of problems to Osasuna.
And Mingueza comes on to replace Jordi Alba. A solid professional performance from Alba as well tonight.
Yeah, well, once again, you know, he hasn't really had to push himself that much into attack because Ferran Torres was doing the job for him. You know, Ferran, for the first time, didn't start a game for Barca against Elche, and coming on made a difference. And I think that tonight, you know, he's shown how good he is, you know, with 2 goals and a fantastic performance.
Brathwaite refusing to give in to that one and held on to it. Here's Busquets. Punch back to Langley, who picks out Memphis. The subs combining there. Memphis can't get past Vidal, however. Mingueza won it back, but it's collected now by Roberto Torres. Torres selecting his options, plays it square to Moncayola. Garcia back to Aridane. Juan Cruz. Garcia hitting that really firmly at Cote, who managed to control it. Cruz cross. Langley with the block. Eric Garcia under pressure from his namesake Kike Garcia. Alves dispossessed.
It was a bad cross. It was a bad cross, but Budimir was completely unmarked. You know, and for the first time, Barca were very, very unbalanced defensively. Dani Alves kind of forgot about defending. Lenglet had the player behind him, and Mingueza wasn't helping, as we see Riqui Puig goal.
It's really firmly struck effort, first time.
And this is the hard part. It is that first touch to get past Sergio Herrera.
He thanks Dembele for what will go down as an assist to an assist, because it's his own assist, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe Sergio Herrera, the man who finally set it up for him, unfortunately for the Osasuna keeper. So a tough time of things out there tonight. Into the last 10 minutes, Barcelona 4-0 in the lead. Here's Oscar Mingueza. Plays it off for Riqui Puig. Mingueza again. Puig to Gavi. Gets it back from Memphis. Eric Garcia. Alves. Dembele. Picks up Puig once more. Memphis Depay. Gets it back from Gavi. Clay. Total dominance from Barcelona now.
Obviously now after the fourth goal, Osasuna, not that they hadn't thrown the towel in, but now you can see that, you know, it's just waiting for the game to end.
Damage limitation, I suppose. Here's Alves. It's a good cross. Oh, spectacular effort from Memphis Depay.
He's got these type of things in his locker, Memphis. You can see that scorpion kick, I would describe it like.
Well, it would have been spectacular had it been on target.
Yeah.
Sergio Herrera to put the ball back in play from the goal kick.
I was going to say it's going to be 90 minutes for Dembele. You know, who looks fitter than ever.
It's really good news if Barcelona can keep him fit.
Yeah.
Because that's been the major obstacle, I think, to his progress since signing for the club. Never really being able to stay fit for more than just a couple of appearances.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was last season when he played like 16 games in a row, and that was his best record as a Barcelona player, and ended up being injured once again.
Puig trying to win it back, and he's angry with himself for having given possession away. Dani Alves wins it back, and it'll be a Barcelona throw.
Obviously, it all started, you know, in his early days at Barca, away at Getafe. That was the first injury. The tendon.
And it was such an absurd injury to pick up, wasn't it? The way
it was a back heel. Yeah, it was a back heel that he didn't need to do. Actually, he ripped his tendon, so. And then he ripped the tendon of the other hamstring. So he's had terrible injuries for a player that, you know, with that pace and.
Yeah, sprinters' injuries, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
But he seems to be full of confidence tonight, and that's a lovely ball through to Busquets. Busquets for Puig. There's Mingueza. Gavi screaming for it. Busquets' ball just a little bit overhit, but Lenglet is there to sweep up any potential danger and play the ball back to a spectator named Marc-Andre Ter Stegen.
Probably he'll have a shower because he has to, but.
Brasselat's played that one in. Here's Ali Dane. It's straight at Brathwaite. Puig again. Busquets trying to link with Memphis. The clearance comes to Mingueza, who gets the return ball from Puig. And again, Dani Alves just a little bit lax there.
Yeah, it's been like this for the entire second half, really. A bit of sloppy passes from Dani Alves. As we see the chance for Memphis here. Just to think about it, it's special. So.
Yeah, fabulous attempt from Memphis Depay. Mingueza gets to his feet, but the free kick has been given in Osasuna's favour. Ali Dani. Garcia down the line. Kike Garcia knocks it on. Budimir, but it's well read by Eric Garcia. Lovely skill from Gavi. Got away from him in the end. But Barcelona playing with supreme confidence right now.
Yeah, and I think Unai Garcia wasn't happy with Gavi's done, but this is, honestly, where he's done it.
That's the only thing he can do. It's the only option he has.
I mean, yes, because he's Gavi, I wouldn't have done that, Simon, with my ability. But I have to say that, you know, it was risky, but just the technique and composure to do it where he did it on the pitch. But, you know, we're talking about someone special. Look at him again.
Well, Memphis takes advantage. The referee playing it. Leaves it off to Ricky Puig. Maybe should have gone on his own. Dembele collects the loose ball. Dembele twisting and turning. He probably could have shot at any one of 5 moments there. Finally puts the cross in. It's headed away by Unai Garcia, but only as far as Gavi.
Yeah, I mean,
generosity Gavi, from Memphis there.
Yeah, and probably once again kind of hurried a little bit, and when it wasn't the best option, he had Braithwaite on the left, or he could have waited a little bit to give the ball to Ricky Puig. Memphis Depay.
Braithwaite just failing to link with Busquets. Alves wins it back. Here's Ricky Puig. Nice ball to Braithwaite. Just lost sight of it for a moment, I feel. Here's Gavi. Puig again. Just bullied off the ball there by Budimir. Cote.
Look at Busquets. 88th minute.
Yeah.
He keeps going.
And Xavi will be delighted by the mentality of the players out there. There hasn't been much in the way of relaxation. Yes, Dani Alves, as you said, I think your adjective was a couple of sloppy passes, but you know, I mean, what does Dani Alves have left to prove? Everybody else, exactly. I think, has really kept the intensity levels going.
Yeah, because everyone's on their toes, Simon, because there is competition for places, there is quality throughout the whole squad, so you can't relax. I think about De Jong, obviously a spectacular player, but look at the performance from Gavi playing in midfield tonight. It was great. Pedri once again. You know, up front, Aubameyang's been excellent. Dembele, a game changer. But everyone needs to be at the best. Memphis coming on, obviously wants to make a difference, so he's at it. And Busquets as well. I mean, he leads by example, pressing in the 89th minute. You know, with all he's done. So that tells you that the team.
Memphis finding Alves, and that was sloppy as well.
Yeah.
Unai Garcia's got a yellow card, by the way, and he's the one player who's shown little signs of frustration at some of Barcelona's more skillful touches that I'm sure the rival players will be saying that's showboating, and there's no need. You've already got the 3 points in the bag.
Absolutely.
It's Unai Garcia who's vocalised that feeling, I think.
He was the one telling Gavi that he was, you know, showboating a little bit, and the one who rugby tackled him a minute later.
Exactly. Well, he's got himself a yellow card in the process.
And he will meet the next game at home against Levante because it's his 5th yellow card of the season.
Actually, quite a few Osasuna players who are in that situation on 4 yellow cards, and I'm sure Arrasate will feel that the visit of Levante to El Sadar is a much more likely scenario for collecting 3 points than the visit to the Camp Nou tonight.
Yeah,
that's a lovely ball. Ricky Puig twisting and again losing his balance under the slightest of pressure from Adi Dani. Alves battling to win the ball back. Cruz looking for Andy Budimir.
Well read
by Clement Langley.
He kind of, you know, stepped back a couple of yards to anticipate what happened.
And he's performed very smoothly indeed since coming off the bench. Meanwhile, here's Dembele, and that's not the best cross he's put into the box tonight.
We'll let him have a bad one. Simon he's had a fantastic performance. Yeah, he probably wanted Braithwaite to score. That's why.
Yeah, you can tell, in fact, that they're looking for certain players, aren't they, to try and get them involved and give them chances. Memphis is one of them. Braithwaite's the other, and we've already seen how they've targeted to a certain extent Ricky Puig.
Yeah, exactly. With Ricky, you could see the celebrations when he scored. So that tells you that, you know, there's good atmosphere in the dressing room, and that's crucial.
And it hasn't always been the case, has it? That's a lovely turn and touch from Puig. Just got away from him. It's cleared by Garcia. Moncoyala failing to link with Brasanac. Only 2 minutes have been added. Maybe that's out of a certain feeling of sympathy with the plight of Osasuna. And there is the final whistle, and A post-final whistle, a yellow card as Alisati congratulates Xavi on Barcelona's 4-0 win. Darko Brasanac was a little bit angry at the end of things there. Andrea, it's difficult to find anything but positives for Barcelona's performance tonight.
Absolutely, you can understand why Darko Brasanac is angry, because obviously Osasuna, they've suffered against probably one of the best Barcelonas of the season from the start. Dembele at it, Ferran Torres with 2 goals, playing really good football, changing as well depending on the situations in the game. If they had to play direct, they did. If they had to play through combinations, they did. So a 4-0 win, all good news for Xavi Hernandez and Barca. They're back in the Champions League spots, so a fantastic night for the home side.
Well, it's Ferran Torres we're seeing there, the scorer of Barcelona's first 2 goals, celebrating there with... Let's hear the post-match reflections of Juan Cruz of Osasuna. What happened in the first half is the first question. Well, I think they played better than we did. Their plan was better than ours, which didn't really work as we hoped it would. But I think the team stood up for itself until the end, and now we just have to think about the next game. There's nothing else we can do. At the end of the day, their wide players took advantage, they got behind us. As I say, now we have to turn the page, congratulate them on a good performance and think about our next game. We think there was a dubious decision in terms of the penalty. I don't think Nacho really did much, but it's the decision of the penalty. We'd like to look at it again. We're not focusing on that. We have to continue as we have been doing all season, just thinking about the next game, taking it one game at a time. And we're just thinking about our next game. We're not thinking about any other objectives. The post-match reflections of Juan Cruz. Ferran Torres, congratulations.
Tanto hablar de la efectividad de las oportunidades que generabas de los goles y hoy en las dos.
Today, your 2 first chances, you scored both goals. Well, look, at the end of the day, I'm very pleased with the team's victory. That was our objective. And in terms of efficiency, when you have chances, at the end they end up going in. We have to keep working hard to make sure that happens. When you miss chances, it makes you work harder. The other day we didn't play very well. The important thing is that we can criticise ourselves, and I think today you've seen the team's answer.
De los máximos asistentes del equipo. ¿A vosotros cómo os condiciona el juego de Dembélé en el equipo en ataque?
We know the quality that Dembélé has. He's a player who can make a difference. We've seen that in many games. So nothing he does surprises us. He's playing really well at the moment.
El domingo que viene hay un clásico. ¿Cómo puede ser esta semana para vosotros? ¿Cómo puede influir el partido del jueves tan importante jugando un clásico como le vais a jugar en el Bernabéu?
Obviously, at the end of the day, we know there's a Clásico next weekend, but we have to think about the game on Thursday because our life is in it. We have to go there, get a win, and then we'll focus on the Clásico.
Nunca os he escuchado a nadie descartar la lucha por la Liga, pero ese partido es el clavo ardiendo al que os agarréis para luchar por la Liga.
Bueno, como te digo, primero va el Galatasaray.
First we have to think about Galatasaray, then we'll think about Madrid. Madrid at a fabulous level, but so are we right now. The words of Ferran Torres, scorer of Barcelona's first 2 goals tonight, in what ended up being a comfortable victory, 4-0 over Osasuna.
To overcome.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing. It's not a game, it's a rage thing. not a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. not a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. not a game, it's a rage thing. It's not a game, it's a rage thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. a game, it's a rich thing.